Hello gamers and welcome to some preview gameplay of Battleplan, an upcoming game by Slytherin as the publisher and Foolish Mortals Games as the developer. And yeah, you fight in Normandy basically. And the idea is that you kind of draw where troops are supposed to go and stuff like that. So a bit like the original Hearts of Iron 4 idea that didn't quite work out as it should have, I think. It's still a great game, but even more, it means I'm super excited for Battleplan to see how they approach this, this way of playing a game. And this is a preview build of the Steam Next Fest demo, where we can play a little bit. We could, okay, changes nationality of starting. As you can see, players access is work in progress, briefings are work in progress, codex is work in progress, score screen is work in progress, loading saves is buggy, 3D models rotate twitchily on breakthrough attacks sometimes. That's not too bad. And some patch notes here for lace gap. New briefing, historical officers, more historical portraits, scouting behavior improved. So, officer's name, we're going to go for Vampiro. Can we change the portrait? Yes, we can. I know a few, like, unfortunately, a friend of mine deceased. He was in the army after the war mainly, but his dad was in the army during the war, and he flew a Spitfire. And he tried to show off to some local girls and went under the bridge with the Spitfire and cut off the wingtips. So whom do we want to be? It's cool that they use historic photos, and that's a lot of photos actually that they've offered. Let's go for this guy. Let's go for British for the starting units. Changes nationality of starting units, but you can still recruit from units from any nation. The core name, okay, that's let's go for the insignia first. This is actually second Pancherna, that's I know by heart. This is the Desert Rats, 8th Guards. This could be some airborne unit. This is the Scottish army. This is here twice actually. This is the different Canadian divisions. These are the German ones, like said, like 9th Panzer, Luftlande maybe, Hermann Göring, 1st Fallschirmjäger, and so on and so forth. Here come the Americans, 3rd Armored, 2nd Indian, 1st Airborne, 4th Armored, and so on. So let's go for let's go for the Welsh. I think this is the Welsh. Maybe? I'm not sure. But this looks cool. No, it's Air Force. 2nd Tactical Air Force. Yeah. So let's go for 2nd. Type your core name. 2nd Tactical Air Force. Okay, let's go for something else. Let's go for Vampiros Lads. Apply. Achievement unlocked. Alternate history. Customize the name, portrait, or insignia of an officer or unit. No plan survives contact with the enemy. That's very true. You are a general during the Second World War. Your job is to create detailed battle plans for your officers and troops to follow. Thousands of lives depends on your planning. There's some spelling mistakes actually. Battleplan is a difficult game about giving high-level plans and then letting go of control. War is chaotic. Plans will go awry. Troops will panic and sometimes you lose. This game is not for everyone. This is a good disclaimer. Oh, nice. Oh, bloody hell. I pressed F. I need to start again. I'm sorry. I did press F12 to take a screenshot. Wait 1 second. And apparently it opens something else. Okay, here I can't change anything. I don't know if the name was still correct or it said something like Davis or something. But it's okay. Just won't press F12 during the intro. The Battle of Britain.
The chopped cliffs of Britain rose sheer and white out of the choppy waters. And beyond, a little island, smaller than the state of Wyoming.
In all of Britain, there was not enough equipment for one modern division. Only one tank for every 1,000 square miles of territory. Only one machine gun for every 1,500 yards of beach. Well, Britain also had an army, but it was an army dragged from the sea at Dunkirk. Britain had a navy, too, but it was scattered all over the globe, guarding vital food and supply lines. And the British knew it would be suicide to use their fleet in the narrow waters of the English Channel with the German Air Force in control of the air. Britain also had an Air Force. An Air Force outnumbered 10 to 1 by the enemy, both in men and machines. And then there was Britain herself, the people of Britain, the people who were to be terrorized and forced to surrender. They knew that every man, woman, and child, in uniform or out, would be Hitler's target in the onslaught that might come at any moment. They knew they had a job to do, and not much time to do it in. They formed a civilian army, Britain's Home Guard. They started from scratch. For something had happened here the Germans could never understand. In a democracy, it is not the government that makes war. It is the people. This was Britain in its darkest hour. The people knew they were in for the worst the Nazi mind could invent, yet they didn't panic or run away. They patrolled and waited. They drilled and waited. They worked and waited. Waited for the terror they knew was coming. Then it came.
German fighters waited overhead for the defending planes of the Royal Air Force, the RAF, to appear. They didn't have long to wait. The RAF came, facing odds of 6, 8, 10 to 1, and dove in, shouting the old hunting cry, tally-ho!
The workers kept on working, and the RAF kept on flying. These few men with wings, alone in the sky, behind their motors and machine guns, were shooting down more than the Luftwaffe. They were smashing the whole Nazi plan of world conquest.
Nazis would avoid the RAF and smash the great city of London into the rubble heap they had made of Warsaw and Rotterdam.
Could London take it? Even the people themselves didn't know the answer. In the 28 days of terror from September 7th to October 5th, the Nazis dropped 50 million pounds of bombs on the city. And still the people of London took it. Night after night they burrowed underground. And morning after morning they dug themselves out of the wreckage. fell on Buckingham Palace. Westminster Abbey. The Houses of Parliament. In the midst of this life and death struggle, the British found strength not only to defend, but to counterattack with what few bombers they could get together.
Steady.
Here was the RAF giving it back. Hitler cried, "Night, gangsters! For this crime I will exact 1,000-fold revenge." In the months to come, the British were to suffer many such bombings and burnings. But a nation that calls on cold courage when hot courage runs thin may die, but it can't be defeated. The Battle of Britain was won, but not by Hitler. Hitler had lost the battle. He had lost 2,375 German planes and their crews. For the first time, it was the Germans who ate the bitter dirt of defeat. Gone was the legend of their invincibility. For a solid year, the Nazis struck Britain with all their might. But not one single Nazi soldier set foot on British soil. It was not only for the people of Britain, but for the people of the world that Winston Churchill spoke when he said,
Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few.
Wow, that's intense. It's like the most unusual intro I've ever seen. It's pretty cool. Officer recruited David Davies. That's what I saw. Colin Harris, Douglas Matthews, and we've got the tutorial Operation Tiger. Use the maps to select missions. 50th Infantry Division recruited. Officers recruited. Available. Assemble your army with the chain of command. Welcome to the army constructor. Here you can purchase new units. This is a bit annoying. Why does the feedback survey open on the stream, on the Steam default hotkey? But here you can purchase new units, hire officers, and rearrange your army. Use WASD, mouse scroll wheel to zoom. Alternatively, use the scroll bars at the screen edges. Officers provide powerful bonuses to units under their command. Click an officer to view the stats. Let me just quickly yeah, well, I will do that later if I have to give my email. Okay, let's click on the officer. Ronald. Each officer has their own personality, granting a benefit and penalty. They also start with a random skill. They learn new skills as they gain experience. Stat effects are applied to all units under their command. Carefully consider where each officer should be assigned. I'm sorry, I have to sometimes take a screenshot for an article. Stat effects are applied. Okay. Okay. You have several unused officers under your command. Officers must be slotted into headquarter companies at the top of formation. Click and drag. Okay. So he's defensive, bullet, not man. All units gain plus 7% damage, 3% defense, but consume 5% more supply. Mad minutes. Mad minutes. In all infantry gain 20% damage but consume 10% more supply. Or worst case contingencies, aircraft gain 25% defense. I think I will go for... We could even change the photo. Interesting. Let's go for Ronald. You can customize the chain of command for any formation by clicking and dragging on the lines between units. Interesting. Disconnect the unit to create a separate formation by clicking a line and pressing the del key. You can reconnect the unit by clicking and dragging from any unit's bottom arrow to another unit's top arrow. Bottom arrow, top arrow. By clicking and dragging on lines, you can create merged units into gigantic corps and make smaller task forces. Be creative. Your requisition is displayed in the top right. Requisition is used to recruit new units and hire officers. Earn more requisition by completing missions to grow your army. You can recruit individual battalions on the right, or entire divisions in the recruitment tab. Well, we do have some points, right? Here I can zoom, as you can see. So we could... Did we get the Americans here? I'm not sure. Headquarters. Bloody hell. I just got 2 American headquarters. Can I get rid of it again? I think I can't. Permanently delete this unit only. Refunds requisition. Yeah, let's do that. Because here we have infinite. So what do we need? We definitely need... Okay, they've got headquarters here as well, apparently. Okay, what type of unit is that? Let's quickly double check. Headquarter Koi. What type of... I think it's these actually. So let's say we have infantry battalions underneath that. Anti-tank, infantry. Another infantry battalion. Anti-tank. Well, this is anti-tank gun. They have a different symbol here. It's the other way around. And now it changes. I think this is maybe like a bug. And then we are going to have 2, 3. And we're gonna have what did they do here? Infantry, 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 anti-tank. Yeah, this is just always infantry, infantry. Infantry, anti-tank. Anti-tank. Where is it? I can't change that to British, unfortunately. Infantry, 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 anti-tank. And then that's engineer. Then we're gonna get artillery, scout, and AA. Artillery, scout. Where's scouts? This one? And AA. AA, where can I find you? Anti-tank, self-propelled guns, anti-air guns. But this is also mirrored. That's really weird. Okay, obviously I'm now missing one of these guys. And you go here. And we're going to delete this and this and this and this. And we're going to go here, here, and here. And now let's maybe be creative. Get a headquarter. Oh, what happened here? Oh, I forgot to attach this. Get the headquarter. Now let's get. Now what do the others do? This defensive at minutes. All infantry. And this one is aircraft gain. Okay. So this guy can go here. Then we're gonna go for. Let's go for mechanized infantry. That's the headquarters, and then we're gonna go for. You go down here. Another headquarter. You go here. Let's connect them. Mechanized infantry. And here we have mechanized engineers. I obviously have no idea what they can do. It annoys me a bit that they sort everything all the time without me wanting it to. I mean, in general, it's good that it's getting sorted. Two more of them. And then let's get, what is this? Engineers, self-propelled artillery. And where are the engineers? Engineers. I'm blind. Mechanized infantry, paratroopers, scouts, light tanks, tanks. Oh, here they are. Mechanized engineers. Let's go. And then we're gonna get normal tanks. 1, 2, 3. Self-propelled artillery would be fine. Let's give him some self-propelled artillery. And a headquarter. Here. And this goes here. Here and here. And then we're going to get AA and scouts. Artillery, separate artillery, I do not want. Well, for the mechanized infantry maybe, but let it be self-propelled artillery. There we go. I don't know if we need to get all of the stuff or not. But yeah, this is how we're going to roll right now. Recruit formations. Ooh, the Guards Armored Division. We can afford it. Lots of tank battalions and stuff, so let's recruit it. Units gain experience by being in combat. Veterancy levels grant combat bonuses, especially morale. Okay. Could I recruit more formations? No. Hire officers? Oh, we could hire some officers. Aggressive driving. Instructor. I like that. Dennis Black. Let's recruit him. And give him the command here. Okay. Now let's do the tutorial. Click Army Constructor button below to assign an officer. Okay. Huh. Yeah, we did assign officers already. Let's bring the 50th Infantry Division. Okay, so there's like a supply limit, basically, or logistical limit. This is interesting. I'm going to take a screenshot again. Let's start the mission.
At the ready.
That's really cool with the historic photos. D-Day approaches and the training of our new troops rests on your shoulders. You will be guiding your units through basic drills. You will learn to create and execute orders, including assemble, seize ground, artillery barrage, and breakthrough. Once mastered, you will combine these into multi-step orders. You will learn the basics of supply while overseeing the integration of divisions into corps. Once these fundamentals are completed, we will transition to advanced maneuvers in the following week. Dwight Eisenhower, General 4-star. Soldiers must be hardened by exposure to real battle conditions. Life rounds will give them a decent chance for survival in battle. Omar Bradley, 3-star General. We need to continue stress testing our systems so that they are ready for D-Day. Communication labs during the 27th April morning exercise at Slipton Sands resulted in a live naval bombardment falling directly onto participants, while an E-boat intercepted Lime Bay on 28th April sank 2 LSTs. We are currently suppressing reports of these substantial personal losses to safeguard morale and prevent a security breach of the Operation Neptune objectives. All personnel are ordered to maintain strict radio silence and proceed with the remaining exercises as scheduled. History. Slapton Sands has been evacuated since December 1943 for training due to its resemblance to Utah Beach. Exercise Tiger, April 22nd till 30th, has been our largest exercise yet, combining months of drilling into a full-strength live fire simulation. Tiger will provide the final rehearsal before Fabius concludes the training. D-Day rehearsal, 25th April 1944, Exercise Tiger. Here we go. Okay, welcome to Battleplan. Units are also displayed on the bottom bar. Double-click your unit selection banner on the bottom to zoom. Let's double-click. The formation stats are displayed in the bottom left. Note total troop counts, supplies, and numbers of specific troops. Combat ready troop count. Tons of supplies. Effectiveness without fortifications when dug in. Split group. The formation set that okay. Each division is led by an officer. Click on the officer portrait. Officers have different bonuses and penalties. As they gain veterancy, they learn new abilities between missions. Each formation is made up of many fighting elements, companies or platoons. Zoom in. You can change between NATO and realistic 3D unit icons and models, among other gameplay options in the options menu. Gameplay. Where is it? Casualty pop-ups. NATO country colors. That's good. The standard infantry division includes infantry, artillery, engineers, scouts, anti-tank guns, anti-air guns, and headquarters. Each unit type has a special role, behavior, stats, and abilities. Headquarters are logistical units that stay back from the front lines. An officer can be stationed within, providing bonuses to all units below them. In combat, headquarters units will try to retreat. When the headquarters take casualties, there's a chance the officer is permanently killed or wounded. This also temporarily paralyzes the entire group. Go destroy enemy HQs. Infantry are the backbone of your army. Numerous and good at defending territory, you'll need lots of infantry to hold front lines and supply corridors. Infantry, however, are poor on the offense and require artillery support. Artillery batteries can fire over long distances. They are vulnerable in close quarters, but they can fire long distances. Their barrages deal damage whilst applying massive stat penalties to enemies, such as lowered firepower. Beware their high supply usage. Scouts automatically move about, revealing enemy units and tagging them, granting stat bonuses for marked enemy positions. They skirmish and retreat when engaged. Engineers can lay deadly minefields, damaging and penalizing enemies within. They can clear minefields and protect nearby units from mines. Lastly, they also construct improved fortifications. Anti-tank guns can hunt down enemy tanks and vehicles. When hovering over a company, you can click the question mark in the bottom right to read more.
Orders.
Oh, nice. This is like a long text. You can get it for like everything, including images. This is cool. In the codex, our orders are to take Exeter, but first let's inspect the red enemy units. Find the units. There they are. Find the enemy units, click the Capture Exeter objective in the top right. We'll be facing friendly divisions for training. Zooming in, we can see that we outnumber them significantly and they are unfortified. Let's move in. How can we see that? Constant supplies remaining. Maybe there's no special icon, I don't know. Your units are blue or yellow when selected. Click on your unit.
Yes, sir.
Select your unit and press the Draw Order button or press spacebar. Create an assemble order at Exeter.
We are ready.
Assemble. Click the execute button next to the plan. Here.
Roger.
Units will start moving once the planning phase ends. Click finish to end planning. Time is paused. Create new plans for the upcoming day. Press finish when finished. Assemble has your units move as quickly as possible to the location, picking their own route. You can fast forward while watching your units move and fight. For this tutorial, you can start a planning phase at any time by clicking New Plan. If not, continue watching your units move and fight. Let's watch them. Now we are fighting. It's cool that we always get like some comments here. Oh, they're digging in, that's a bit weird. I want them to attack. Some units are way behind. Let's speed things up a bit. Artillery shells are flying.
Reporting in.
The scouts are coming. Twelve hours remaining. I hope my artillery is not shelling my own units, to be honest. I like how they, when I zoom out, they show me like some blue stuff. Plus 60 tons per hour, I guess that's my supplies. This dude is down here, why is he down here?
Major battle underway, sir. We've got a major engagement.
Good. We broke through, but at what cost? Click the stats button in the top left to see your casualties. Where is it? In the top left. Here. We lost 32 men. And they even got names. Wounded in action. So a lost count, that's the enemy lost count, I guess. Supply statistics. I think this is pretty cool. We've moved away from our supply depot, and our supply lines are getting long. Hover the mouse over the unit to view its supply line and supply rate. 1.9 ton per hour. A negative number means, okay, it's that we are spending more supply than we gain. The supply rate received tons per hour depends on length and terrain. Roads are good, swamps are bad. You can see how many supply depots you have. You can have at the top of the screen. Place a new depot near your unit. Yeah, let's place it here in the town, right?
New plan, sir?
Time is paused. Create a new plans for upcoming day. Press finish when ready. Next, you have to take both the enemy supply depot and Newton Abbot. Use seize ground order to click and drag an area to capture both the enemy depot and town. Seize ground. Add order. Continue so left one. Select friendly unit first, it says, so that's good actually.
What do you need?
Now we need to use seize ground. Units move independently to capture and hold territory. Formations are not used. Good if a large, lightly defended area needs to be captured. If enemy is dug in, first use breakthrough attack a short distance, then give a seize ground order. Okay, we want to seize ground right now. I need to take a screenshot, so let's seize ground like from here, including this. Can I erase a bit?
Ready.
Okay, it's still the area here. Okay, that's gonna be fine. Don't forget to execute your plan, which is this button.
Copy that.
Finish planning, and there we go. I like that. So one big difference to the Hearts of Iron drawing is that there are no provinces. So it's more fluid. This is still being set up. Nighttime. Night has fallen. Units won't enter enemy territory too risky at night and will stop rest. Visibility is reduced. By default, super fast forward is enabled during nighttime. It's a nice touch. Another screenshot. Engaged in minor skirmishes. I like those reports. Sun rises, and here we go again. So fights are taking place here. We'll send
Supply
update
depot
reports.
captured.
Okay, we've got the depot. This is our third out of 2. Good fighting here. They're holding.
Reporting in.
What are their stance? Combat-ready troops. Yeah, we've lost some troops. Is there like a morale button or what is that? Enemy supply depots can be captured. Always capture enemy supply depots. Make sure to guard your own. It takes to set up either captured or newly placed depots.
Shall we start planning?
The next town is heavily defended. We'll need to plan this thoroughly. Create an assemble order near the enemy line, but not too close.
We are ready.
Assemble here.
Yes, sir.
Lands can consist of multiple orders. Now create an artillery barrage order on the enemy lines.
Orders.
Units move to position. Good for rapid movement in friendly territory. Proof for combat. Artillery barrage.
Sir.
Lastly, at a breakthrough attack. Oh, I didn't change the time, right? Sub-orders. Where can I change the time for that? I don't know. So let's then
We
just
are
add the
ready.
breakthrough attack. Or seize ground. Create a formation, then move slowly to push along a path. Long path risky. Yes. No, I want to go carefully
At the
actually.
ready.
So I do want to seize ground.
What do you
Okay.
need?
Execute.
Executing.
Here we go.
Supply depot lost.
Oh no, we've lost the depot. It's not in our range anymore. Yeah, we're losing that frontline bit. We're gaining more supplies than we are losing. Finished assembly, beginning the attack. I'm not sure that the barrage was too amazing. 3 hours, it says here.
Yes, sir. Orders. A major battle has begun.
Battle of Payton.
A
This is actually
large
working
battle
quite
has
well.
started. Let's begin planning.
We've given you a powerful armored division. Tanks and mechanized units move quickly and have increased firepower. However, they consume more supply and benefit less from fortifications. You can merge units together into a corps to make commanding them easier. Click and drag second armored division button onto the 15th infantry.
Sir?
With your new corps capture, Plymouth. Be creative and create your own plan, okay?
Reporting in.
This is like a road, I think. So let's seize. Let's seize ground like this.
At the ready.
And then let's
Yes, sir.
assemble
What do
here.
you need?
And let's
Orders.
do the artillery barrage.
Sir.
Duration. We don't have that much time, as you can see in the top here. Let's just stick to 3 hours. And then let's go to seize grounds.
We are ready.
Then
Yes,
go
sir.
to seize ground again to get the remaining area here.
At the ready.
Execute, finish planning, go. I could have maybe just put assemble, but I'm unsure about, the scouting. So I thought maybe there are troops here as well. Only 6 hours remaining. Oh no, it's 10 days and 4 hours remaining actually. So now they are assembling. Good to go for an emergency planning session. Interesting. Commencing artillery barrage. Oof. That's not enough. Maybe I could have encircled them first, I don't know. Because this is kind of like not part of the map. We're moving forward. First fights here.
A major engagement.
But I think this encirclement with the mechanized troops is working really well. So the AI seems to do a decent job.
Unit surrendered.
No!
Unit surrendered.
No!
Supply hub captured.
Good. Devon, UK. Units smashed through enemy lines. A view of the badly damaged church house in Stockholm, Devon, which, although 3/4 of a mile inland, received a direct hit from a naval shelling carried out during training exercises in preparation for the D-Day landings. Dominating the skyline is the parish church of St. Michael and All Angels, which remained unscathed. A young pony seller leads a pony into the sale ring under some trees at Bampton Fair. Farmers and dealers from the ring around the animal form around the animal. There's no fence or official sale ring. The pony seller and many of the farmers are smoking pipes. This photograph was probably taken at the stables in an orchard behind Tiverton Hotel in Bampton. which is where the pony sales have operated from since they began in the 1800s. Land girls help a farmer to transfer stooks of harvested oats into a truck in the sunshine on Hollow Moor, Devon. Exeter Airfield, viewed from above, we can see that, I think. Omar Nelson Bradley was a senior officer of the United States Army during World War II, rising to the rank of General of the Army. After the US entry into World War II, he oversaw the transformation of the 82nd Infantry Division into the 1st American Airborne Division. He received his first frontline command in Operation Torch, serving, I think that's a landing in Morocco, serving under General George S. Patton. After Patton was reassigned, Bradley commanded 2 Corps, 2nd Corps, in the Tunisia campaign and the Allied invasion of Sicily. He also commanded the 1st United States Army during the invasion of Normandy. After the breakout from Normandy, he took command of the 12th United States Army Group, which ultimately comprised 43 divisions and 1.3 million men, the largest body of American soldiers ever to serve under a single field commander. Lovely. So obviously we have more losses. It's more or less like a 3-1, not quite, so that's actually quite cool. This is the score we get. A rank. Oh, and battle plan feedback. Just thank you for playing the demo, but we're going to continue playing.
Awaiting new plans.
Okay, we can exit this. 225th requisition gained. New mission available. Tutorial Operation Tiger 2. 7th Armored Division recruited. Okay, let's go for this. Okay, we've got the Desert Rats. So let's use the 50th Infantry Division. Still at good strength. And then the 7th Armored Division. We could add some more specialized corps, I think, to get all the points. Let's use them. Yeah, let's use the Desert Rats. And maybe casualties suffered in missions persist. Damaged units display health percentages. Units will replenish strength if left out of the next mission. Give them some well-deserved rest and relaxation. Units gain experience by being in combat. Veterans see grant combat bonuses, especially morale. Green units won't fight well, whereas elite units will. So let's actually make this a mirror division. Where is it? Why can I not move it? Okay. Okay, now I can. Good. So I'm going to add you to this. And you're going to get infantry, 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 anti-tank. I'd love to be able to zoom out more. And I can't scroll, so this is a bit annoying, and my screen is large enough to support more at the bottom, so that would be good. Go, no, not here. From here we go to here, 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 and here, so that's like a mirror division. And let's hire an officer. We need one. Defensive, no. Timid, no. Popular? Huh. Tanks. Cold. Interrogate prisoners. Let's take this dude. Put him to the desert rats. Oh no, this is actually like a tank one. Apparently. It was this tank dude, right? Extra fuel tank. We've got less speed, but it's gonna be fine. Was it him? No, it was him. Good. And can we recruit a formation again? No, we can't. Now let's see. So we've got. Not sure why they are less expensive. Let's take them. And let's take the desert rats. We could have something like specialized, like 60 points. So that would be you. 1, 2, 3. And anti-tank. And then we would need scouts, artillery, engineers, and AA. We need one more of these. Here, here. Let's directly attach. There we go. Eminent officer. Okay. Now one thing that I don't see right now, but that would be cool, is to get like the point values shown. Here. So we need to close, and only here we can see the point value, which is 62, which is fine. We need to take this. Okay, let's start the mission.
Yes, sir.
With regards to the scope of this experience, let me just quickly tell you that we can play in total 2 to 3 hours apparently in the current preview build, but you can skip through any missions you may have played before. This build also shows more than will be available in the February next fest to give you a better idea of the later gameplay. Okay, so it's like a special build actually. But yeah, the Nexus demo will be the tutorial and the first mission. But I think this is still like the tutorial, right? Exercise Tiger trained our soldiers in fundamentals, but this week we switched to strategy with Exercise Fabius. You will guide your units through drills in advanced orders, including complex attacks and circle. You will learn how to starve a fortified enemy by splitting forces and seizing supply hubs and depots. Once you've demonstrated your mastery of strategy, your training will be complete, and we will be ready for D-Day. Bernard Montgomery, General Forster. I have complete confidence in the successful outcome of the operations that we are now to begin. With stout hearts and with enthusiasm for the contest, let us go forward to victory. Miles Dempsey, General 3-Star, we must keep the battle mobile. Bypass is the key to the breakout and our success. History. Exercise Fabius will be the final decisive rehearsal for Operation Neptune. At Montgomery's insistence, the number of divisions participating has increased from 3 to 5. Meanwhile, General Patton will remain leading the 1st United States Army Group due to his reputation and skill. To increase our presence in the southeast for Operation Quicksilver, we have acquired additional specialized pneumatic assets to inflate the effectiveness of Operation Quicksilver. Our intelligence operatives indicate a go-ahead with Quicksilver, AA gun, scouting, fighting, the grunts. Our orders are to attack. Use the complex attack order to have your officers plan the attack for your capture of Exeter now. Exeter is this one.
Reporting in.
So let's use complex attack. Generates a complex multi-step attack plan. May include assembling, scouting, preparatory barrage, multiple breakthrough attacks whilst holding units in reserve and seizing ground. That's actually quite cool.
Orders?
Okay, look at this. This is what they automatically come up with. That's interesting.
Right away.
Execute, finish planning. I will soon have to charge my headphones while playing. Recon plans are in order. This could disappear, in my opinion.
A major battle has begun.
The Battle of Exeter. Well, they're dressed up as Nazis, it seems. One of our units is retreating. The white flag denotes a retreating, panicked or broken unit. Where exactly is the fleeing unit?
Sir.
I can't see it. This one potentially.
Ready.
No, I don't know. Let's click next. Units retreat when the morale hits 0. Taking casualties depletes morale. Resting outside combat restores morale. The whole attack is failing. Why? After thinking about it, click next below. I think they are fortified and we have too few men. It didn't barrage enough. It would be better to surround them first, I guess. The enemy had extensive fortifications. The enemy divisions has elite veterancy, okay. Mouse over the units to see veterancy. I'm not quite sure where I can see the veterancy, to be honest. The right, Canadian troops, morale, supplies, power. I don't know where I can see the veterancy. Ours is green veterancy. I can't see veterancy, to be honest. Is that veterancy? Here, elite.
Ready for orders.
And we are green, okay. We can't beat them head on. Let's retreat. Click on your division and then click retreat button with the tiny flag in the bottom left.
We're ready.
And there we go.
Roger.
Moving to rally point.
Plans in the works, sir.
Fighting takes a lot of supplies, and our units is now low on supplies. Units fight worse on low supplies, and if they run out, they'll suffer attrition and surrender when in combat. Examine the blue supply bar in the division stats panel to see the current supplies. Yes, yeah, it's not great. Current rate, yeah. Use the resupply order to have your unit move to the supply depot nearest your selection and rapidly resupply, but beware. Resupplying units are vulnerable to enemy attacks.
Reporting
There's
in.
even a warning here, which is good.
Sir.
Resupply. Is that the depot? Yeah, I think it is. Execute, here we go. Our water supply is nearly gone. No, we are resupplying at a very high rate. Finished
Planning phase
resupply.
commencing.
Okay, planning phase commencing. Create new plans for the upcoming day.
Sir.
Okay, the only thing I can do is resupply, to be honest. Oh no, wait, I didn't
What do you
click
need?
that. Yeah, well, can we do an emergency planning session?
Starting planning phase. Yes, sir.
No, I only can do resupply. That's weird. I think they really need to fully resupply, but I'm not 100% sure.
Shall we start planning?
Let's starve the enemy instead of attacking directly. Use the encircle order. That's good.
Orders?
Encircle them. I do want this road.
Ready for orders.
There we go. To speed the encirclement, you can issue manual move orders by zooming in and right-clicking a company.
Sir.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Let's execute the plan and finish planning. I mean, it looks like they are moving through, but this must be incorrect because there's no fighting taking place. It's a bit weird. Yeah, it's just the way it's displayed when zoomed out. So we're going to cut their supplies here. Yeah, we can see this is where they are getting their supplies.
Let's begin planning. What
I
do you
still
need?
want to encircle them.
Reporting in.
Let's execute.
Yes, sir.
The enemy's being cut off from supplies. Note how your blue
Major
territory
battle underway,
completely
sir.
surrounds the red territory. Click on the enemy division. Hover over the icons on the left side of the panel. Being cut off means suffering combat penalties and surrendering more quickly. Also note the negative supply. Cut off. Okay. Encircling isn't enough. What if the enemy breaks out to resupply? Let's capture their supply hub and supply depots. Supply hubs bring in supply from off-map. Capture their hub and their depots won't fill with supply. Supply depots stockpile supplies and transfer it to nearby units. Capture enemies' depots to steal their
We've
supplies.
received reinforcements.
You've been given another division. Let's use it to capture both their supply hub and supply depot. Select your new unit.
What do you need?
Split button in the bottom left. Click
Planning
on
phase commencing.
group within your formation to detach it. Let's detach this one.
Orders.
Give your newly split idle regiments orders to capture.
We're ready.
So this is the smaller, no, this is the
At
larger
ready.
one.
What do you need? Reporting in. What do you need?
You know, these are the tanks. Okay, okay. So you're gonna go
Yes, sir.
and assemble here,
Reporting in.
and
We
then you're going
are
to
ready.
seize ground
Sir.
here,
We are
and
ready.
you are going
What do you
to
need?
assemble here,
Reporting in. At the
and you're
ready.
going to assemble here,
Yes, sir.
and
Orders.
then you're going to seize ground
At
here.
the ready. Jolly good. We are ready. What do you need?
Okay, finish planning. Here we go.
A major battle has begun.
I did the assemble here thing in order to prevent going through the enemy troops, just in case. It is looking good so far.
A unit has been cut off.
Oh no,
Good news. We've captured a supply hub.
we've got this supply hub.
A new unit is at your command.
We've got a new unit here, apparently.
Sir. Any new plans, sir? Yes, sir.
Is that still available? Yeah, it is.
Reporting in.
So now they can maybe get the seize ground.
Yes, sir.
And then they are new. so they can get seize ground order and help out here.
Ready for orders. Will do. Yes, sir. Reporting in. Sir.
They also get seize ground.
Orders? At the ready. What do you need?
Okay, there we go.
We nabbed a supply depot.
Okay, we've got the supply depot. That's good. Once the captured supply depots are set up. Okay, record gains, says General. Personnel of the North Nova Scotia Highlanders landing from LCIL 135 of the 2nd Canadian Flotilla during exercise Fabius, 3rd Gunners of the 5th Medium Regiment Royal Canadian Artillery, taking part in an infantry training exercise. Lieutenant General McDempsey, Commander-in-Chief, British 2nd Army. Half-length portrait of Lieutenant General Dempsey wearing a hat. Unidentified members of the Canadian Women's Army Corps preparing to disembark from a troop ship. Sherman tanks driving ashore. Infantrymen of the Cameron Highlanders of Ottawa, MG, taking part in training exercise. Unidentified Canadian infantrymen navigating an assault training course. Yeah, we don't see all the photos here. A rank, awesome. There's another feedback popping up. We're going to continue playing. Now we're going to exit this. 225 requisition gained. 3rd Infantry Division is available for recruitment. 59th Infantry Division is available. 3rd Canadian Division is available. Recon Squadron is available. Fighter Bomber Squadron is available. New mission is available. Battle of Cherbourg. But I think I'm going to do that in the next episode. I will split this. But what we're going to do is we are going to still recruit the formations. If we can. No, we can't, apparently. Okay, here we can. Okay, let's get the Fighter Bomber Squadron for sure. Let's get the Recon Squadron for sure. Third Canadian Division. 3rd Infantry Division. Yeah, that's going to be it. And push forward and capture vital port. Well. Click Army Constructor below to recruit. Use historical units. Let's click that actually. But I'm going to do that in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Until then, bye for now.